So, welcome back, guys. Also, I forgot to mention yesterday that I am currently enrolled in a foundation batch of a coaching institute, which I would not like to name. So, yeah, today was the first ethics class. So, whatever I learned, I am going to tell you in this video. Of course, the basic question, which is what is ethics? So, what I learned is that ethics is the study of human action from the point of view of its rightfulness and wrongfulness, and prescribes what humans ought to do, which basically means that ethics is a guiding principle and a deciding factor of whatever action a human do, whether it is right or wrong. So, for edge, the basic quotation, a jargon for the edge over others, is Atmani Pratikulani Paresham na Samachari. It is a principle from the Mahabharata, which means that behave with others the way you want others to behave with you. This is basically the core concept of ethics. Another principle from Christianity is do not do unto others as you would not be done by, which basically means the same. So, in theory, ethics teaches us the principle of moral judgment, but in practicality, it focuses on means versus ends. Means is the process, the route that you follow to reach towards an end, which is the result. So, with a point of view of ethics, we can say that means matter more than ends. Even though Machiavelli, a very realistic and infamous, I may say, thinker, has said that ends justify the means. But from the ethics point of view, it is a bit different, I guess. Yeah. So, for example, when Pulela Gopichand won the All England Championship, he was approached by many ad companies, and one of them was Coca Cola, and which he denied to enroll with. So, we can learn that ethic from him, which basically shows the means versus ends. How, even after achieving an end, very perfect end, so to say, he was still not agreed to, act for Coca Cola. Now, again, another concept which comes is your right versus the right thing to do. For example, when Pakistan made a terrorist attack in Pahalgam, uh, it killed many civilians. But when India decided to retaliate, we had all the right to not just bomb their terrorist boot camps, but we had the right to even bomb their public places. But we chose the right thing to do and not what is within our rights. So, that is also a very core concept of ethics, and we can use it in many applied ethics issues or case studies. So, basically, what you have the right of is not always the right thing to do. I have the right to play music, but I do not, but it is not the right thing to do for me. If I play music all night on loudspeakers, it is not the right thing to do. Now, let us look at another concept, which is absolute ethics versus relative ethics. So, basically, absolute ethics is a structured ethic, which is, we can say that the code of ethics is purely mentioned and no contextual, situational things are considered. When we talk about absolute ethics, it is based on the principle of ethics which are, there. But when we talk about relative ethics, we consider situations. For example, Heinz dilemma. So, if we look from the point of view of absolute ethics, what Heinz did was unethical, but relative ethics can explain it as ethical because he needed the medicine for his wife. So, even if he steals the medicine, according to relative ethics, it is right, but absolute ethics condemns it. But also, we should keep in mind that relative ethics can explain anything as ethical. So, we have to draw a boundary line there. Another core concept is law versus ethics. So law basically sets the minimum standard for the public, while ethics set the maximum standard. And as there is a quote from Socrates that good people will always do not need law, and bad people will always find themselves around the law. So, law sets the minimum standard while ethics sets the maximum standard for a person to behave. Law is, of course, enforceable while ethics is not. So, that is one main difference between law and ethics. And what ethics is simply how a person should behave, and ethics has many determinants as well, moral intuitions and many more. Also, one of the applied ethics topics that I learned today was infrastructure development, and issues with infrastructure development are corruption, nexus, and yeah, that is it. I mean, I'm unable to recall more issues, and I also read a case study today. So yeah, that is what I did today. Thank you for watching. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.